Hey, what's up guys? My name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be giving you an honest review of Ecom Family Academy by Reginald and Tania Jennings. They also refer to themselves as Mr. and Mrs. Ecom, I think. That's what I read online somewhere. Before I get into that, I assume that if you're watching this video, you are somebody who is looking to make money online, whether that's because you hate the current job you're in, maybe you just got laid off, you're looking for extra money somewhere for whatever reason. And while I did not make my money in e-commerce, the thing I'm about to review for you guys, I did make my money doing something called digital real estate. Basically what I do is I make these stupid little 1 to 5 page websites, and let's say make it for a plumber that's based out of Orlando. I'm not a plumber. I also don't even live near or in Orlando. But I create the website. I put some really generic branding just on the website page and some really basic SEO on the back end, just enough so that it's ranking on Google or other search engines. And this is actually a lot easier than most people make it out to be. SEO does not have to be super complicated. I am not a particularly smart person, and I can do this. And I've done it so well that I've been making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. So if that doesn't prove it to you, I'm not really sure what will. But basically what I do is once I build these websites out with, again, generic branding, simple SEO, and I start getting some leads coming in, I put my phone number on there and I just let them go to voicemail, or I put my email up and I get emails coming in, and people will email, say, hey, I need a plumber. They'll call, they say, I need a plumber. And then I call up an actual local plumber in Orlando and I say, hey, I've got these leads. I don't need them. Would you want them? And I offer to them free of charge. That's important. They take the leads. A couple weeks later, I call back and see how everything went. And they talk about how it converted into a sale. And I mentioned to them that I have this website that is still bringing in these leads. And if they would be interested, they can rent out the website from me from anywhere. Sometimes I say as low as $500 a month up to $2,000 a month. Just depends on the niche and the area that you're in. Like Miami might cost more than Orlando. Does that make sense? So that's what I do. And like I said, I've been making $10,000 to $15,000 a month doing that for the last couple of years. And I learned that from a course. And the reason I review a lot of courses now is because I've taken a lot of courses in the past, and this is the one that's really let me hit the jackpot. So if you are interested in that, you can check out the link in the description box below. It's something that really changed the trajectory of my online money-making career. And it's super simple, easy, and extremely passive. You just build it once and then you're done, basically. So we can get on to the review, but just keep that in the back of your mind if you're having reservations about taking the Ecom Family Academy course, because if you were 100% sure you want to take it, you wouldn't be listening to reviews. So just keep that in your mind. So for this specific course, first of all, e-commerce, it's a very popular business model for a reason, and it's because it works. Not 100% of the time. Now, you have to put in a lot of time and energy and gain a lot of knowledge in order to make it work. It's not just something that happens out of luck. You have to put in some effort into this in order to win, especially if you want to win big. If you want to be making good money doing this, it's going to take a lot of work. My one, out of the pros and cons, the biggest con for me is that this is not passive income at all. There is a lot of marketing that goes behind it. There's a lot of communicating with people who are drop shipping your products for you. It does take a significant money investment upfront to buy products, to pay people, to take this course. It can be really expensive, and these things add up, and there's no guarantee that it's going to pay off. Now, for this course in particular, what I always suggest for people to do is go through both of these people's Instagram pages, their TikToks, their YouTube, whatever it is that they're on, and deep dive into them. Because if you find that you hate them and that you don't like listening to their voices, You don't really understand what they're talking about. They don't speak and teach in the language. And I don't mean literal language like English or Spanish. I mean language as far as like the type of words we use. If you don't learn the way they're teaching, it's not going to be a good fit. And then the second thing you should always pay attention to is if they have a Facebook group, a community that you can join as soon as you sign up for this thing, because you're probably going to have questions. I guarantee that you are going to have questions about the things that you're doing. And if you don't have somebody to ask those questions to, the likelihood of you just giving up altogether is much higher. So those are the things that I always suggest to people. Again, e-commerce is it's a great business model. I've tried it, I've made some money from it, and ultimately I just decided it wasn't for me. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not for you, but something else might be for you. And that's, again, why I kind of talked about the course in the beginning and the digital real estate thing, because I tried all sorts of stuff, and that's finally what worked, and worked well enough that this is more what I do now. I build the websites, and then I tell people you should try it because it really changed my life. So, I mean, that's my take on all of this. Again, check out the link in the description box, and I really wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you're able to make your money doing what you want.